The first week of Bears training camp is in the books, so let's talk about a couple of players that I thought have stood out during this first week. So what is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports, I'm back at it with another video talking some failure to talk about the Chicago Bears. If you're a Bears fan, hit that subscribe button down below. It helps me out a lot. All right, so with that being said, let's get into this, people. I got 5 players for you guys that I think have stood out thus far during the first week of training camp. And the first one, this is no particular order, by the way, just 5 players. First one we'll get to is, of course, the quarterback, Caleb Williams. Now, it's not because Caleb has, been able to throw a touchdown on every pass he's thrown and he's, not missing anything. It's not because of that, and that's not been the case, obviously. My point is, the reason I'm highlighting Caleb, also not just because he's the number 1 pick and he's the quarterback, is because the talent level, you can just see. It pops off. Like, you can tell that this kid has it. Now, of course, we got to wait until week 1 when the games actually matter to be able to fully evaluate the kid. But from what I've seen, from what I've read, from what I've heard during training camp, like, a lot of it that I'm impressed with has been sort of the intangible stuff, the, maneuvering the pocket. If it's messy, being able to stay calm, being able to move defenders with his eyes, being able to throw guys right in stride, being able to, again, manipulate DBs and linebackers and all of those little things that previous quarterbacks in Chicago could not do. Caleb has shown to be able to do that. And that's what I think has been the main thing with him standing out is, yeah, he hasn't been perfect for sure. He's gotten picked off. He's had batted passes. He's missed some throws. But the talent is there. And what I love, I've mentioned this before, the effortlessness of his release is incredible. Like, the ball just gets out so easy, and it's just, so pretty to watch too, might I add. And it's just, I love it. So Caleb has looked good to me through the first week of training camp. Again, we're talking about him going up against one of the better defenses in football, so can't really be out here thinking that he's going to dominate the defense every single practice. But I've seen enough to where I'm like, oh yeah, the kid's got it. So again, we'll have to wait until the games actually count come week 1. But for now, I'm impressed. Let's move on to number 2. And that is wide receiver Tyler Scott. Tyler Scott, who was the number 4 receiver on the depth chart, has been a quote-unquote favorite of Caleb. And Caleb has found Tyler Scott a lot during these practices. And I don't know if it's a matter of maybe some of the guys being out, or that Tyler has just improved and he's been able to get behind some of these, DBs. And what to me is really impressive is the fact that, Tyler Scott brings an element to this team that we don't really have, which is that speed, right? He's that deep threat for us, right? DJ Moore can kind of do it all. Keenan's a slot guy. Odunze also can kind of do it all, big-bodied receiver, but Tyler Scott can give you that speed. And if he can, provide us that as the 4th receiver, man, like, that is going to be incredible. So I love to see Tyler Scott and his chemistry develop with Caleb. All right, so that's number 2 with Tyler Scott, who's gone for multiple 30-plus yard completions, I believe, during training camp. Number 3, another receiver, Odunze. So Odunze's chemistry with Caleb has been on point, and I believe Caleb is going to look for Rome a lot. And what I love about this is the fact that, again, previous quarterbacks, we had, kind of one receiver, maybe max 2, where we only had those guys as the weapons, right? And obviously last year being DJ Moore, years past maybe, Allen Robinson. This year, with Caleb specifically, he has a plethora of weapons, and it seems like he's using them. So it's not that he's only going to go to DJ Moore or Keenan Allen. No, but he's got Rome Odunze, he's got Tyler Scott, he's got the tight ends. And that's what I love. And Rome and Caleb, man, they're gonna have a lot of good chemistry between the two of them. I feel like they're going to, really play off each other. And so to me, Rome has made some impressive catches during training camp. He's been standing out to me. So he's my number 3 player. All right, let's move on to number 4, Montez Sweat. I mean, my goodness, he is as good as advertised. We knew this, obviously, based off the past season, but he is wreaking havoc for the offense. Like, Montez Sweat gets instant pressure. He's just in the backfield every single time. Like, he's special, folks. And I want Ryan Poles to get another on the other side so that offensive lines can't double team Montez Sweat, but my goodness, he is going to be a problem for offensive lines. A problem. All right? So he's been really good. And the number 5, Tyreek Stevenson, the second-year cornerback, man. He's made some good plays. Obviously, he had the interception against Caleb. And I think he is just emerging as a guy who's a playmaker. I mean, this Bears secondary is going to be so good, man. Picking up Kevin Byard, you got Tyreek. You know, obviously you got Jalen Johnson, your stud, Kyler Gordon. Like, I love how this secondary is shaping up. And Tyreek Stevenson, to me, he's going to be another immediate impact player. I think he's going to have somewhat of a breakout year too. So I love to see that. And he's been standing out in training camp, folks. He's been making play after play after play. So I love to see that. And look, there's more guys for sure that I could call out, but these are the 5 that I want to really highlight. So again, Caleb, Tyler Scott, Rome, Montez Sweat, and Tyreek Stevenson. Let me know who you guys feel like also stood out. Do you agree, disagree? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.